my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. It is Tuesday, August 24th. The year is 2021. I had a cousin in town this weekend. My aunt's daughter. She's maybe about just a little bit older than me. We hung out. We went out to some restaurants with her sister's daughter. So my other cousin, who's her sister, my oldest cousin, her daughter lives in Atlanta. So we all went out to hang out. We went to dinner. We went to some restaurants. We went a couple of places, a couple of trendy spots here in town. I actually had a very nice time. We went to a place called Apartment 4B. If you have not checked that out, the food was delicious, very good place to visit. Apartment 4B, and then we went to Martini Blue, which is for brunch the next day at a restaurant in Buckhead. Both these places were located in Buckhead. Martini Blue is a chain. I didn't know that. I thought it was a nightclub, but it's actually a restaurant. So anyway, we went to brunch there. The brunch was really nice. But anyway, at the end of our 2 days hanging out together, going to these restaurants and hanging out and going places, I found out my younger cousin had not been vaccinated, which was a shock to me because I'm thinking like, we're in here around all these people in these bars and people are smoking hookah and all kinds of stuff going on, and I did not realize that this young lady had not taken the time to get vaccinated. But what I'm learning, she's not alone. Over the weekend, I read an article, and I don't know how old it was. I was trying to find out the date of it, but it said that black African Americans, black Americans, whatever we're going to be called these days, are only 17% vaccinated, which just kind of blew me away when I read that. I'm thinking, well, this can't be true, but it is true. So I don't think, I could be wrong, today being Tuesday, August the 24th, I don't even know have we got the vast majority of black Americans in the United States, have they even got at least 20 or 25% vaccinated in this period of time. I know so many people who have made the decision not to take this vaccine. And I have met so many people that I personally know who have lost their lives because they made the fatal decision not to get that vaccine. There was a DJ that just passed away a few days ago from COVID, a well-known DJ here in Atlanta. He didn't get the COVID vaccine. He got sick and he went down pretty quickly too. From what I understand, he was in the hospital and he died. I have a couple of friends I'm monitoring on my Instagram and Facebook page, local bodybuilders I know. Because there are a lot of bodybuilders like, man, we big, we in good health, we don't need that vaccine, we ain't getting sick. Well, a couple of these guys they got to a point. I know one guy's wife reported that he was put on a ventilator. And I've been checking his Instagram page, and this has been a couple of weeks now, but it hasn't updated, so I'm trying to figure out what happened. So it's unfortunate that so many black people made the decision not to get these vaccines. I just didn't realize black folks were this bad off, y'all. I just didn't know. I had no clue that only 17% of black Americans got up off their ass and went down and got vaccinated. That means 80-something%, is my math right? 80%, 75 to 80% of black Americans have not got the vaccine and have no intentions of getting the vaccine. But they're still getting sick and end up in these hospitals on a ventilator and dying, one by one by one. Why would you want to risk your life like that? I don't get it. Why would you risk your life with COVID-19 or get the vaccine? I think I could do the better. I got the vaccine. I'm waiting for my booster shot now. I don't even know what to even say or even think about all these people who made this decision that they're not going to get this vaccine. Black folks. I remember a few weeks ago when this woman, her son died, and she was complaining about the treatment her son received at the hospital. And she never once admitted she was at fault for having taken her 17-year-old son to get vaccinated. Because she wasn't vaccinated at the time herself, and after he gets that sick, then she got vaccinated. Why would you wait around Does it make sense to wait until somebody gets sick, close to you, or die, or you damn near die before you make the decision to get this vaccine? I was reading another story about this pastor who caught COVID. And he said he wasn't going to get the vaccine because he had God on his side and blah, 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 blah. But he caught COVID, he ended up on a ventilator. And he had to learn how to walk and do all this other stuff. For those of you who don't know this, when you end up on a ventilator, you have to learn how to rewalk, and it's a catastrophe. You can't even wipe your ass. You have somebody to come and turn it is a mess when you're on that ventilator. But now he wants to, after he's gone through all this, which didn't make sense to me for anybody to have to go through all this shit. I don't need to go through all this shit. I saw what Earl went through last year in December 2019. I saw that with my own two eyeballs. So why would I have to go? I don't, it's disappointing that so many black Americans have made the decision they're not going to do this. And when I was reading this article, it was saying that black people with low vaccination rates stand to be shut out disproportionately by mandates, job mandates. Efforts to increase vaccination coverage through mandates could disproportionately shut out black people from patronizing businesses and going to restaurants, having normal life activities due to a relatively low uptake of the shot. There's a risk that people of color who were not vaccinated may be disproportionately denied services because of vaccine. The solution, of course, is to get vaccinated. In the United States, black people have the lowest vaccination rates of any racial ethnic group. And this is shocking to me, y'all. I'm serious. I don't know. What is wrong with us? We can't be that damn stupid, but we are. We have the lowest vaccination rate of any racial or ethnic group. Vaccine hesitancy rates in black and white people are similar, but whites are, there's a lot to read here, a lot to unpack. This is a long article. I'm not about to read all this shit. At the end of the day, bottom line, black folks have made a fatal, dumb, ignorant decision not to get these vaccines, and they're going to pay for it with their lives. They're going to pay for it with their lives. And I see a lot of people are spending time on breakthrough vaccination rates. What they should focus on, there are millions of people who have gotten vaccinations. There's a small percentage of people who have had breakthrough cases with COVID and ended up in the hospital or even died from it, that were fully vaccinated. And most of the people had some serious health issues. To put your life, and here's the crazy part. I have family members and friends who work in medical institutions here in Atlanta. And all they see is black folks. All the only people they're looking at in these hospitals, Southern Regional, Wellstar at East Point, Grady Hospital, all these inner city hospitals at Crawford Long and Emory at Crawford Long, all black folks. Because they're all unvaccinated black people. There's a small percentage of vaccinated black people coming there that many have had health issues that were linked with, they were suffering from these health issues way before Corona even came to visit the United States. It was very shocking that such a small amount. What will it take to get black folks to get up off their ass and go to Walgreens or CVS or Walmart or whatever drugstore is near you and get vaccinated? What will it take? What will it take? What? What will it take? What would it take to get these people vaccinated? What will it take for people to get vaccinated? Hold on, y'all. Let's just see. Somebody's supposed to come over here. It's on mute. What will it take? Somebody close to them to die? Do people have to die in the and do people have to get so sick? You have to know somebody that gets so sick to die. And another thing that concerns me, I know my dealing with the bodybuilding community. I deal a lot of guys in bodybuilding. They're a bunch of knuckleheads. I expect them to think that their muscles are going to protect them from the coronavirus. Okay, there's an old saying: the bigger you are, the harder you fall. And I done seen some big niggas collapse in that damn hospital and couldn't breathe. It's a terrible feeling not being able to breathe. When you walk around and you can't breathe, that ain't a good feeling at all. That's a terrible feeling. That's a terrible, terrible, terrible feeling. You not being able to breathe, then you end up on that ventilator. Because we have made a decision, we're not going to get those vaccines. We ain't doing it. Very disappointing. Very disappointing very disappointing. Very, very disappointing to see so many black folks risk ruining their health, possibly dying. Because don't forget now, a lot of folks who've had COVID don't recover immediately from that. It takes months. They call it long COVID. In fact, one of the guys I used to see at the gym all the time, he vanished. And I was wondering what happened. And I later found out he had COVID. He recovered from it, but now he's been forced to wear an oxygen tank. I don't know how long he's going to have to be on his oxygen, but everywhere he goes, he has to have an oxygen tank with him. And I don't know if that's temporary or permanent. I don't know, so. But I just thought that was kind of, once again, these are all people who got sick this year who could have got the vaccine. We're going into September now. Vaccines have been available in the United States since December of last year. We're going to almost 12 months of these vaccines being available. And now that the vaccines have been FDA approved, will that make more black people get up off their ass and do what they need to do to save their fucking lives? We shall see. I think it's pretty sad. It speaks a lot about our ignorance. That so many of us have made the decision, I'm not doing that vaccine, but so many of us we seeing black folks die from this. We know family members and friends who died or been in the hospital and sick. Why are we ignoring their plight and thinking it won't happen to me? Or some people are like, well, if I get it, I might recover. I don't want COVID-19, y'all. So I've done these videos about COVID-19. I have my vaccine, like I said, I'm going to get that booster shot. The fear and ignorance that's surrounding these vaccinations is just insane. It is outright insanity. And I'm not even going to go into all the other shit black folks do, but they scared to go get this vaccine. It don't even make no sense to me. It is shocking, like, okay. When I read that only 17% of black folks have been vaccinated, I was in total shock. I was like, what in the world? All my family members, my age group, we all have it. I have some younger, like my little niece, my little nephew, she's a lot younger than me. She didn't get it. So I have some other of my sister's kids, my nieces and nephews, some of them didn't get it, but they well in their 20s and 30s, and clearly now they're not in good health. I'm thinking, what in the hell is going on here? But hey, that's their choice. Would COVID sneak up and bite them in their damn ass? Good luck with that one. COVID ain't nothing to play with. And I don't know why anyone, I just don't get it. I don't get it. All these people running around in the black community, none of these people been vaccinated. They run around with no masks, hunky-dory, everything's just great until COVID snatched their ass up. See, COVID is still snatching souls. When they get the dance with COVID at 12 midnight and they can't breathe, they're gonna realize they should have got that vaccine. They're gonna realize they should have got that vaccination. And stop all this bullshit. Social media has not been well for black folks. It's too much ignorance on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I see this ignorant shit. I see these memes. I see all this ignorant shit, and I'm just like, who believes it? And then conspiracy theorists. Where do they come up with all these fake conspiracy theories? I'm like, what in the hell is going on with these folks in their head? What? I don't get it. I don't get it, and I'm trying to make it make sense. Anyway, I am about to, it's hot in here, try to turn the air. When I do these videos, I try to keep all the noise down. I'll turn off the air conditioner, turn off the fan, and get out of this motherfucking there. And then one time I was reading these comments. I was like, I can hear you breathing. You're breathing. You need to be checked. You're breathing. Y'all, I'm breathing. Ain't that a good damn thing? Shit. I'm like, well, you hear me breathing. Ain't that good? I mean, I'm sitting here. I'm alive. I'm well. I'm breathing. Isn't that what we want? I typically turn, and I've said this 1,000 times, I turn the audio up 400% from what I recorded, so that if you have headphones on, if you're at work, wherever you are, you can hear me speak. There are times when I've accidentally uploaded videos without altering the audio, turning it up sky high, and people say you can't hear. So I turn out I'm going to this, when I edit the film, I turn the audio up extremely high, 400%, as loud as I can get it, and then you can hear me breathing. We hear you breathing, Marty. Okay, well, that's a good thing, in my opinion. Anyway, today is Tuesday, August 24th. The year is 2021. What can we do to convince black folks, black Americans in particular, that they need this vaccine? Because we're about to lose a whole lot of family members and friends to this mess. Those who lived through it. There's going to be thousands of black people who are going to lose their lives unnecessarily. The vaccine, even if you contact COVID if you have the vaccine, you still have a higher chance of recovering quicker and faster with no lingering health issues. Speaking of such, Reverend Jesse Jackson and his wife were rushed to the hospital over the weekend because although fully vaccinated, they did test positive for COVID. I don't know if they were having health issues. Obviously, it must have been some type of issues because they were both rushed to the hospital. So hopefully everything will come out fine with them there. I've been trying to see if I can get an update to that story. If anybody has any updates on that situation, let me know. In a few days, remember I did this video last week about a black family that went to Mexico and the husband ended up eventually caught COVID while on vacation. They went vaccinated and they have no traveler's insurance, and they ended up coming back to the United States. Does anyone have an update on that story? Because I've been trying to figure out, is the husband alive? Is he well? What happened? Somebody wrote he died, and I couldn't verify that. If you can verify that whatever happened with him, please post it in the comments so I can see it. So I want to do an update on that video so we can just keep an eye on it. I know his family had set up a GoFundMe account, but I don't know. I don't know what became of this man's health. Is he still alive and well or whatever? Anyway, like I said, today is Tuesday, August 24th. The year is 2021. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm about to get some breakfast and head to the gym. I'm out.